Today on Play to Win, it's LSU versus Clemson for the national championship. We'll tell you who walks out as champion. And now that the Patriots are out of the playoffs, who's the favorite to win the Super Bowl? That and more on the fastest 30 minutes in television, football's Play to Win.
Today's show is being brought to you by your Georgia Drive Chevy dealers, Chevrolet, find new roads. This Is It Barbecue, and Atlanta Peach Movers. Welcome to football's Play to Win with Falcons All-Pro defensive end Chuck Smith, Falcons All-Pro offensive tackle Bob Whitfield, Play to Win expert Jeffrey the Edge Schechter, player medical and injury reports with Dr. Sadiq Al-Amin, Falcons All-Pro wide receiver Terrence Mathis, and your host, Nikki Williams. Today's hometown team report is being brought to you by Montlick & Associates. Our attorneys know what it takes to win.
Welcome into Play to Win. Sadly, Nikki Williams is not here. She's emotionally preparing for this big Clemson game on Monday. I'm Chris Marler. We are joined by my man, B-Dub, T-Matt, and Chuck Smith. Appreciate that, guys. Appreciate that.
A lot of transition this week. You know, head coach is getting got, so getting out of there.
We're going to open with
new guys taking in.
That's fair enough. Yeah. We're going to open with one transition that, as you guys know, I was not very happy about as a Bama fan. Moment of silence. Tua announced for the NFL draft. What do we think?
Man, people around the SEC clapping. Look, all these other schools, I mean, Tennessee, Auburn, all of them, this guy's did damage. I mean, people are really celebrating. They're glad he goes. Now we got Mac Jones at Bama. Who? Heisman Trophy winning. Oh, anyway.
No, but it's a good thing for Tua because coming off an injury and you kind of go test your waters in the pros. So,
well, I think he did his due diligence and checked to see where his draft stock was whatsoever, and I think it's a good move for him.
And I tell you what, anytime somebody
real quick. Money, man. Come on, y'all. I mean, dude's about to be a millionaire. Sure. I mean, come on, think about it. Dude,
for the rest of his life.
4 years ago, he was in high school.
Yeah.
He was in high school thinking about Bama. Now he's thinking about a Benz.
I tell you what, yeah, anytime somebody shows up to a press conference, if I show up at a press conference wearing a Hawaiian shirt, you can just best believe I'm leaving. So let's hear what Tua had to say.
A lot of the guys, you know, the general managers, the owners that I've got to talk to kind of said the same thing. They kind of look at this injury as like a knee injury almost, although it's not. You know, in a way that, okay, are we going to take a chance on this guy, or would he be able to, you know, possibly do a pro day before, you know, before the draft and whatnot? And really the biggest thing they want to do is just see that we can, you know, move and we can just be back to how we were playing prior to the injury.
This is a kid that has an incredible career, only 24 starts, and still ranks in the top 10 in most SEC categories all time. Would you be nervous to draft him?
We, like it's somebody else going to be helping him. It's we. It's just you, Tua. It's just you. No we in the tryouts. Just you.
Well, he has an opportunity to get drafted and sit for a while and get healthy and learn a little bit. And I don't think he's going to be in demand right away unless he gets drafted by Miami or someone like that. But I think right now he has the luxury to sit a year or two and get healthy.
Yeah, I agree with all that. Well, still to come, we asked the question, how would you defend the LSU offense? But first, with Jake Fromm now leaving Athens, what's next for the Dogs? Probably sadness. Keep watching football's Play to Win to find out.
Injured in an accident? While there are many law firms to choose from, there's only one name to remember.
Montlick & Associates.
At Montlick & Associates, we've been helping injured people get the compensation they deserve for over 35 years.
And we've recovered billions of dollars for our clients. To speak with a Montlick attorney, simply call 1-800-LAW-NEED or dial #WIN from your cell phone. That's #946. You pay no fee unless you win.
Where's Daddy? Where'd he go?
The 2020 Nissan Rogue with available Nissan Safety Shield 360. This is all-around protection. Save $3,000 on the 2020 Nissan Rogue or get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 12 models.
We're expanding our vegetable menu. Looking for a lifestyle change or just trying to eat a little bit better? Well, This Is It is here to serve. Vegetables include fresh broccoli, squash, greens, cabbage, green beans, and so many more vegetables. Every Tuesday is now Healthy Tuesdays. Buy a 4-veggie plate and get a 3-veggie plate absolutely free. That's right, a free vegetable plate. Everybody, eat more veggies.
This is the Chevy Silverado with the world's first invisible trailer.
Invisible trailer?
Hop in. Silverado offers an optional technology package with up to 15 different views, including one enhanced view that makes your trailer appear invisible.
Wow. That's pretty sweet. That's cool.
Where's the trailer though?
Get 0% financing for 72 months on all 2020 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, eligible GM card members get $1,000 in bonus earnings. That's on top of most other offers. Georgia drives Chevy. Find new roads.
Today's University of Georgia Report is being brought to you by Beaver Toyota. We're here to wow you.
All right, welcome back, guys. We're going to talk about another quarterback in the SEC that also declared for the draft. Probably a little bit more important in this state. Jake Fromm announces he's leaving for the NFL. Surprise. I was shocked, too. What were your thoughts?
Well, I wasn't shocked. I think when you look at, Jake Fromm coming out, number one, sometimes you see a player when he's ready.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it has to do with what his book of work was at Georgia. So, but also, let's look at it from a dollars and cents. A lot of times, if you get drafted outside the first round, it's a what, Bob? You're a certified agent, right?
4 years.
So if you get drafted.
First round,
right, 5 years. So when you look at it from that standpoint, he'll be a backup. He'll have a chance to probably go to a team where, they can develop him. Let me tell you, the guy that you modeled Jake Fromm after, Garoppolo. When he was at New England, you sit behind, right? You take a couple years, and then guess what? Now he lets you know he'll be already the free agency, just starting and make a lot of money. So to me, Garoppolo's a good example of Jake Fromm where he was at. Eventually, I think Jake Fromm will be an NFL starter.
Oh, yeah. Talk about abandoned ship. When all your linemen leave, if you're Jake Fromm, you're like, who's going to protect me? So Jake Fromm is saying, I'm going with the linemen. 4 of his linemen left. He's going with them to the pros.
That's a good point, too. Looking forward to next year, I mean, they lose 9 of 11 starters on offense, which is not a great recipe for success. And these numbers from the offense this year weren't great. I mean, ranked 60th overall in the country in total yards, or 61st. I mean, what were your thoughts? Will they go to a more modern offense next year?
I thought they were already modern.
I think they tried. Yeah.
Well, what they did in recruiting-wise, they got some speed at the receiver position, and I think they felt that they have to catch up to everybody else in the conference. But with Jake going, and he's not going to be able to. Yeah, he's not going to be able to throw all those weapons.
But then Pickens, I mean, you expect Pickens to kind of step up, Blaylock.
Yeah,
you expect him to kind of step up. Yeah. But to me, it starts at quarterback. Who's your quarterback? And we all know. See, here's what Georgia's going through now. You go from a veteran, the question now, who's going to be that guy? So now, those young wide receivers, they got to pick the quarterback up. So whoever's going to be their quarterback's going to be young, but you got to pick them up. And also, the running games, they got a good running game, too. They're going to have some good young guys.
Rumors are they can get a grad transfer quarterback like De'Aaron King. I'll just say it. Giving De'Aaron King to a guy like James Coloziosi, it's like giving a Kardashian to a blind man. So, anyway, coming up, the divisional playoff rounds kick off today in the NFL. We'll break down all the matchups and more on football's Play to Win.
At Beaver Toyota, we have a vehicle for everyone. Hundreds of pre-owned and certified Toyotas. Plus, we carry Honda, Nissan, Ford, Chevy, and Kia. We have what you're looking for, even vehicles as low as $59.95. Looking for a new car? No problem. Take a look at our huge selection of Highlanders, Tacomas, and the all-new RAV4. Did I mention all these come with a lifetime warranty and oil changes? At Beaver Toyota, if we don't have it, they don't make it. Come check out the all-new Beaver Toyota coming.
What makes Longhorn steak so legendary? Some say it's our flavor-packed signature seasonings. Some say it's how we pair them with our juicy, tender steaks. And some just say, mmm. Hurry in tonight for Longhorn's legendary flavors. Our new limited-time blackened salmon with our smoky 18-ounce outlaw ribeye and our rich and savory Flo's filet. That's how steak is done. Longhorn Steakhouse. You can't fake steak.
Athletes of all levels experience more wear and tear than most. Stop playing through the pain. Get the proper medical attention you need from Dr. Elamine and the staff at the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute. Our team includes specialists in many fields offering compassionate care and advanced treatments that will get you back in the game. From weekend warriors to athletes of all levels, we've got your back and shoulder and ankle and knee. Call today for an appointment or visit theshouldernation.com.
Smart speaker, play smooth jazz playlist. Smart
Speaker, play easy listening smooth jazz playlist.
Internet down.
Smart speaker, play easy listening smooth jazz playlist.
Internet down.
Your home is only as smart as your internet. Get fast, reliable internet with AT&T Fiber, even during peak times. Get 300 megabits per second for $40 a month for a year. Limited availability may not be in your area. Call 1-877-ONLY-ATT.
Today's NFL Road to the Super Bowl is being brought to you by your Georgia Drive Chevy dealers. Find new roads.
Welcome back to Play to Win, and this is our Road to the Super Bowl segment brought to you by Georgia Drive Chevy. And I'm excited. We're going to talk a little NFL playoffs, and I don't know if you saw last week, but ding dong, the witch is dead. The Patriots are out of the playoffs. I would say Derrick Henry is anything but a midget, but let's talk about this AFC playoff bracket here.
Yeah, Tennessee and Baltimore, good game. Both teams have great running games whatsoever, but you got the X factor, Lamar Jackson. You know, I think Tennessee may be on that. We beat the big Patriots and may come in and sleep on Baltimore, but Baltimore is ready to move on.
They better not sleep on Baltimore, I'll say that.
They can. And this is a youth movement weekend with all the young quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes on the other side in the other game, and even Ryan Tannehill's a young guy. So all the old heads are out on this division.
That's right.
I think what it comes down to, Derrick Henry. I'm running in between the tackles. One thing Baltimore has shown that they struggle in between the tackles, got two great outside linebackers. I'm slamming Derrick Henry in the middle every time, and I'm going to tell you this, Jackson can't get no action if he don't have the ball. Right. Watch out for Tennessee with his ball-controlled offense, Chris. Watch out.
I like that, Derrick Henry.
Always,
and
man.
listen, that old guard moving out the quarterback, I think there was some very handsome young man with beard and glasses that brought that up last week, but we'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later.
I just have my glasses
That's fair. So let's talk about the NFC side of things and the NFC playoff race. What stands out to you most here?
The Niners right now going against Minnesota. Listen, Jimmy Garoppolo going against his Minnesota defense. Minnesota's defense is fierce. They stop the run, they get after the quarterback, and that's a great recipe when you're playing in the playoffs.
They showed some frailty in the secondary. The secondary is getting beaten. You got Kittle coming through that at tight end. That's a matchup problem. I don't think anybody from the Minnesota Vikings can cover him.
Is that frailty, right?
Little frailty.
Kittle's been a monster. Kittle's been fantastic. He's been incredible most of the season. Now, I think I know the answer to this because I've been around y'all long enough. We have a little bit of bias here coming out of Atlanta.
That's right.
Have your Super Bowl picks changed?
Mine's still the same. It just didn't pan out.
Okay. That's fair. That's very honest.
My team is still alive.
Yeah.
My team's still alive.
That's right.
I change mine every week.
You had Seattle.
I had Seattle.
You with New England.
Nah, I got Seattle. I change it every minute.
Well, I'm the only guy with the right team, the Birds. Yeah. I picked the Falcons. And this wasn't something out of right field now. Yeah. Before the season, it wasn't far-fetched. There were a lot of people that picked the Falcons.
I got Kansas City.
I'm not going to argue that. I will say, let's go to a different type of Birds. A Birds that your wife, my fiance, big fans of. Seattle going into Lambeau Field this weekend. What are your thoughts on the game?
Well, I think if anybody can get it done, it's Russell Wilson. But think about what this Seattle team has done. You go into Philly, you knock off a team that's hot. I mean, then you get what? DK Metcalf at wide receiver has taken it to another level. Russell Wilson has a weapon now. I think he can get it done.
You bring in Marshawn Lynch, who changed the whole atmosphere in that locker room. You can see even Russell Wilson is playing a little more aggressive and with some enthusiasm, and he's pumping the fist and high-fiving and all those things. Yeah. Before then, they was just humdrum.
I agree.
It's a long plane ride from Seattle to Lambeau Field.
I've had Skittles for breakfast every morning since Marshawn Lynch has come back. Let's talk to Jeffrey Ed Schechter, see who he's picking in this week's matchup.
Green Bay was quietly 13-3. Looked like they weren't doing so good. They didn't look that great, but they wound up winning and had a great record. And now they played Mr. Danger, Russell Wilson, and you get points with him, you got to go with him. Take the Seahawks with the 4 points.
All right, thank you so much, Jeffrey. We're going to get from one vice that I have, gambling, into my other favorite vice, which is food. Welcome in Butch Anthony IV from This Is It Barbecue. How are you doing today, man?
I'm great, man. I'm great, man. Glad to be here.
Yeah, we're just another offensive lineman. We got 2 offenve linemen on set today.
Yes, sir. Yes,
New Year's resolutions going on, too.
That's right. So actually, that's a perfect transition. I appreciate that, Bob. A lot of people are trying to get healthier with the new year. Tell us what y'all are doing at This Is It to kind of help with those resolutions.
Well, we have a huge veggie promo. Okay. Every Tuesday, you come into any one of our locations, you get a 4 veggie plate, and you get a 3 veggie plate for free. And it's basically trying to kick off the new year, eating right, eating light. We have a lot of fresh veggies, cooked fresh daily. That's a great option for those trendy ears.
I like that.
Is chicken a vegetable?
Oh man,
that's the next question.
The bucket on the block right here is chicken a vegetable.
Let's talk about the fun stuff.
Know.
I mean, Bob's got the glove on anyways. Let's talk about like the fried chicken. What else do we have here today?
Well, basically we have your everyday spread, and this is it. Southern fried chicken, which is one of our favorites, my personal favorite.
Same.
Fresh grilled salmon. Delicious rib chips was smoked for 8 hours on the pit, quiet. So delicious. Catfish nuggets, macaroni and cheese, grilled tilapia, just to say the least. I mean, we have fresh cabbage, fresh green beans, anything you want, we got it here for you.
And y'all got a pretty good deal going on too right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's our 2 for $29. 2 can dine for $29. So basically, you come into any one of our locations, get 2 dinners, 2 drinks, 2 desserts. For $29.
That's a good deal.
You know?
Dinner for one for me.
Yes, right. Same for me. I like that. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. As always, we appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
After the break, is there a right way to defend Joe Burrow? And how big of a threat are Trevor Lawrence's legs in the national title game? It's time to break down the College Football National Championship next on Football's Play to Win.
Today's show is being brought to you by Montlick & Associates. Our attorneys know what it takes to win. AT&T, more for your thing, that's our thing. And Beaver Toyota, we're here to wow ya.
This is the Chevy Silverado with the world's first invisible trailer.
Invisible trailer?
Hop in. Silverado offers an optional technology package with up to 15 different views, including one enhanced view that makes your trailer appear invisible.
Wow.
That's pretty sweet.
Cool.
Where's the trailer though?
Get 0% financing for 72 months on all 2020 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, eligible GM card members get $1,000 in bonus earnings. That's on top of most other offers. Georgia drives Chevy. Find new roads.
Three words: liquid white gold. Dive into our queso today.
So much love.
What do insurance companies love? It's money. Making it and keeping it. That's their job. Our job is to get accident victims every penny they deserve. Our clients love that. Insurance companies don't. If you've been injured, it pays to speak with a Montlick attorney first. Dial #WIN now from your cell phone. That's pound 946.
Where's Daddy? Where'd he go?
The 2020 Nissan Rogue with available Nissan Safety Shield 360. This is all-around protection. Save $3,000 on the 2020 Nissan Rogue or get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 12 models.
Queso makes everything better. Even steak. Dive into our new steak and queso today.
Today's SEC and ACC report is being brought to you by your Atlanta Nissan dealers.
Welcome back to Football's Play to Win. It's time to talk national championship, and I'm fired up.
I know you are.
I know my team's out of it, but this is going to be a good game down in NOLA on Monday. How would you stop this LSU offense? Is it stoppable?
No, it's not unstoppable.
Okay.
Let me tell you the one thing that no one's ever done to LSU, you got to be able to get to Burrow. You got it. You can't just knock him off his spot, because when you get off his spot, he's dangerous outside the pocket. You got to actually get him to the ground. That's going to be important for Clemson. Right. But the big challenge for Clemson, this is not a great pass rush team. What Clemson has done, they generate a lot of pressure with the linebackers. You saw in that last game. They're sending linebackers, so the front four not rushing. The biggest challenge, again, you got to sack the quarterback to guarantee he's not doing what? Getting the ball off.
And there's a difference, I think, like you said, between putting pressure and getting him to the ground, because Burrows leads the country in completions and touchdowns when he's under pressure, not on the ground. I want to hear what you think about the Clemson situation. Do you spy or blitz Trevor Lawrence?
No, you don't. You just continue to do what you do, because I think that LSU has a quality secondary that they can match up well against the receivers at Clemson, and they don't have to do that.
Right.
So all they have to do is bring pressure anywhere you want to come with it and match up one-on-one with those receivers.
I think it's a Nancy Kerrigan type moment. Attack the bus driver, make him find his way, get him lost or something, because you want to just take their mind and get them unfocused, because Clemson, and it's going to be a quarterback battle, but I like Clemson's quarterback to have a little bit of poise in that game and a little extra running ability where he's going to make a couple long runs that's going to keep them in the game.
So you heard it here first. That is the key to victory. Is it's the Nancy Kerrigan bash the knee. So let's switch gears here a little bit. So the players, which coaching staff do you think has the advantage in this game?
I think it has to do with Clemson and Dabo Swinney. I mean, LSU, one thing is, the climate right now at LSU is we can't lose. I mean, that's basically like this. There's no, no humbleness in Ed Orgeron. But to me, if there's a coaching, to me it comes down to Brent Venables, the D coordinator at at Clemson. He's been for years. He's put together schemes that have shut down Alabama and lots of other teams. I'm rolling with Clemson because of Venables. I like Venables versus the offensive staff versus LSU.
Dabo Swinney been there, done that, and he gives great emotional speeches to the players before the game. He's going to have Clemson pumped up.
Poor little old Clemson. They are going to be pumped up.
Well, since everybody's going Clemson, now let me say about LSU. let me tell you why their staff is good. Yeah. Because Ed Orgeron has did what all great coaches do. He took himself out of the lead seat and put managers around that can manage the game. The assistants he brought in absolutely give him a great chance. So I like both sides.
Okay, well, let's keep talking about it here. Let's get into the college football showdown here on Play to Win.
Today's Showdown of the Week is being brought to you by AT&T. More for your thing, that's our thing.
All right, y'all know I'm a stat guy. We got some numbers. I'm not going to give them all out.
No, you're not just a stat guy. You're a stataholic.
That's, you know what? That's one way to put it. That's one way to put it. But let's keep talking about this game. What do you think the key to victory is for each team? I know because you picked both.
Yeah, that's true. I think from LSU's standpoint, protect Burrow and do what you do. All right, I think from Clemson's standpoint, you have to run the ball, LSU, to try to keep Burrow off the field. So it's they kind of correlate.
I agree with that.
I think turnovers is the key. Turnovers. The team that has the least turnovers win this football game. So at the end of the day, if you punting the ball a lot, you may lose this game. And at the end of the day, if you give up big plays, both teams have the ability to have big plays. If you minimize that, you have a chance to win.
And Clemson with just one turnover in their last 7 games total. Let's get to Jeffrey the Edge Schechter and see who he thinks is going to win this week's matchup.
Great game, great matchup, 2 great teams. You throw in Ohio State, you had 3 great teams this year in college. But you know what? Clemson's tough to go against. You're getting points with them. LSU's great. I don't know how good their defense is, and I'm going to go with the Tigers. Take Clemson plus 5.5.
All right, coming up on the Falcons Report, we'll break down some significant coaching changes in the NFL. Stay with us on football's Play to Win.
Where's Daddy? Where'd he go?
The 2020 Nissan Rogue with available Nissan Safety Shield 360. This is all-around protection. Save $3,000 on the 2020 Nissan Rogue or get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 12 models.
Smart speaker, play smooth jazz playlist. Smart speaker, play easy listening smooth jazz playlist.
Internet down.
Smart speaker, play easy listening smooth jazz playlist.
Internet down.
Your home is only as smart as your internet. Get fast, reliable internet with AT&T Fiber, even during peak times. Get 300 megabits per second for $40 a month for a year. Limited availability may not be in your area. Call 1-877 only ATT.
Bojangles has 2 sausage biscuits for $3. 2 sausage biscuits for $3. 2 sausage biscuits for $3. Sorry to sound like a broken record, but when a deal is this good, all you need to do is say it over and over again. It's Bo time.
Today's Atlanta Falcons Report is being brought to you by your Georgia Drive Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, find new roads.
All right, welcome back to the Falcons Report. This week we're going to switch it up, be a little bit different. Let's talk the big news of the week, the NFL head coaching vacancies and hires. What were your biggest takeaways?
Well, NYG was my other team, and I was like, Joe Judge. I'm like, Judge Joe. I was confused. I was just confused. But then I understand you want a little bit of that Patriot dynasty to come to New York. But Joe Judge, Judge Joe, I'm not sure yet, but we'll have to let that play out. Mr. Mara, come on, bro. Yeah. These enemy.
All fruit that fall from the tree is not always good.
Right.
And this is one of those situations right here that the jury is out on the judge. How about that?
Put that in his back pocket. That was good.
But you know what I kind of like? I like Matt Rule at Carolina. Let me tell you why. From a positive standpoint, he jumps into a situation. The only question mark is at quarterback. You got Cam Newton, but you also got some opportunity to get some good picks. You got a pretty good pick when you come to this draft. But look, you got Christian McCaffrey. You got a good defense. So he's not like coming into a job with the basket empty. You know, I think the Carolina job, I think he has a chance to do some damage really fast. I thought that was a good hire for a young coach in the NFL because he's jumping right with a machine that's already cranking up.
So real quick before we get to the last prediction, yay or nay on college coaches jumping to the NFL?
I say yay. I think times have changed. It's time to change. I don't have a problem with it.
I think you need it. I thought Dallas was going to get a college coach.
Yeah, close to getting Mullen. And so takes us to our last thing. Our most important segment, I think, here in Atlanta. Which coach is going to be the next 6 and 10 coach in Cleveland?
You know what's interesting? I know Eric Bieniemy, who's been a hot name on the Kansas City offensive coordinator. I got a funny feeling that Cleveland might roll the dice on this guy. You got Baker Mayfield. You know, Eric's a great developer of talent. You got to watch out at Cleveland. But I think Eric Bieniemy, I hope he's the guy. He deserves it.
Good deal. Well, when we come back, we'll have Jeffrey's picks in the lightning round. Stay with us here on Football's Play to Win.
We've owned a few different houses through the years. Your company was absolutely the best. They were so professional. Everything they did, they didn't get a mark on a wall or anything else. It was clean, it was friendly, and it was fun. And most of the time, moving is not fun. I'm going to give a great recommendation to Atlanta Peach Movers. It's always on time and it's always professional. There is no tree in Atlanta Peach Movers.
To schedule your move, call Atlanta Peach Movers today.
Where's Daddy? Where'd he go?
The 2020 Nissan Rogue with available Nissan Safety Shield 360. This is all-around protection. Save $3,000 on the 2020 Nissan Rogue or get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 12 models.
Today's lightning round is being brought to you by Moe's Southwest Grill. Come in today.
Welcome back to the Moe's Lightning Round. Let's take it to Jeffrey the Edge Schechter, who was 4-0 last week, y'all.
4-0. Yeah, 4 out of 4. Well, in the AFC, last year, Baltimore on the wild card weekend lost to San Diego. I don't think it's going to happen this year. I got all the respect in the world for Tennessee. I like their quarterback. I think Henry's a beast, but I'm going to go with Baltimore, give them 9.5 points. Houston, Kansas City. Houston already beat Kansas City in Kansas City this year. I think they can do it again. If not, give them a game. Take the 9.5 points with Houston. NFC, we already did the Seattle-Green Bay game. I just think Minnesota's got a good veteran team. They're peaking. Cousins is looking good. Frisco's a heck of a team, too, but I like Minnesota with the 7. So good luck, everybody.
All right. Well, that'll do it all for us this week on Play to Win. Make sure you tune in next week at 9 a.m. on Fox 5.
Today's show has been brought to you by Moe's Southwest Grill, the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute, and your Atlanta Nissan dealers.